All right, here we go. Hello. Oh, yes, it is Sunday Funday, and it's the last Sunday of June of 2025. And yes, I am trying to recover for what I've been doing. For my body's been doing some strange things. So trying to recover for that. Try to get it into the groove of things on YouTube. They used to say I've been on TikTok and been my body can't handle TikTok because there's so many knuckleheads on there. Yes, I call them knuckleheads. So I'll get the show started. I hope you guys can come in. I set up the list. If you want to come on, if you want to be a friend today, I'm doing this. You want to be the special guest? I get that link up there. That link. That's going to get this party started. Right out there. It's weird. Good afternoon, content creators. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, good evening. Welcome to the show. Yes. Cruise in front of the time if you want to come up. Please come up. We got all today to talk about. Uh, yes, I've been gone for a long time. I'll tell you. A long time. Hit that link if you want to come up. If you want to come up, we can talk about some stuff that's going on with the VIP. Or if you want to ask some questions about the VIP program, I don't know. Anytime I can out and about. So I think I put that link up there. Double check. Let me go ahead and put that link up there. Hit that link. Link will be coming up pretty soon. Uh-huh. Okay. There is the link right there. Uh-oh. We got some people. We got somebody knocking at the door. Somebody ring the bell. Do me
boom, 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 boom. What's up, Zig?
What's happening, man?
Ain't about nothing. We just got off of our show to get on yours.
Well, thank you for coming in here. It's been a minute, man.
Yeah.
How y'all guys doing?
We good.
We're doing good. We just want to be here supporting you, Z.
Yep.
Yes, lady. Yes, I need a lot of support. It's hard to go back when your body's not working like it should. It is very hard and very difficult to get back to the same things, especially on YouTube. Obviously, I've been having way too much fun on TikTok. My doctor said I should not be on TikTok anymore because it raises my high blood pressure. You guys know who I am, so yeah. How you guys doing?
We're doing good, Z. We're doing good. Are you still getting home health? Because I'm still getting home health.
Yes, I am getting her, and she is a drill sergeant.
Yeah, she don't let you get away with nothing, huh?
Oh no! Every time she comes in, get out of that bed. You got walking to do. I said, yes, drill sergeant.
How far are you walking? Because what are you walking with, the cane or?
I got a walking machine. One of those not a cane, but it's one of those walkers.
I have a
A
roll.
real nice walker. I gotta put a video up there, but it's a real nice walker.
Yeah, I got a rollator, and that's what I'm using.
It's in the 4 wheels.
Yeah, I'm using 4 wheels.
Yeah, I have a 4 wheeler. She said, "You want to go 4 wheeling?" I said, "Do I have to?"
I love mine because I tell you, it's like I get to sit down when I'm tired, you know.
Well, I'm afraid to even sit down on mine because I don't know if I'm breaking up. I be getting all that weight and trying to get all this water attention. So,
Yeah,
Jeremy, huh?
so you're not eating any more peach cobbler, huh?
Oh, I haven't had peach cobbler since the beginning of the year.
That's good.
Yeah. But she cooks my breakfast for me, and then she said, "What do you want for lunch?" I'll say I'll make it. I have my hamburgers or grilled cheese or peanut butter and jelly.
Mm.
OPPBJ.
Mm.
Yeah. So when is your next cruise? Let's get started. When's your next cruise?
November 9th.
On the
Oh, that's right. You going on that incredible cruise. Where
Mhm.
you go? Might have to pay the lottery. Something like that. Yeah. You know what? And I talked to Jeremy about that. I was trying to do a deposit on it. That's when I got sick.
Yep.
Right.
Me and Jeremy had a discussion. See, you don't need to worry about that. You need to get well.
Get well.
Get well was more important.
If you can't walk, why go on a cruise?
Yeah.
You got to be able to get around and have fun.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about the main thing that a lot of people are talking about. The VIP section. What is going on with that? Everybody wants to know. There's a lot of Carnival people that are going to say, I don't know if I'm going to do it anymore. So can you explain what that is?
Well,
They took the P out of it.
well, let me tell you, Z, because you know I'm a platinum, and let me tell you, I don't like the new program because it is a reward program, and it's more geared toward if you have this credit card, you get points and you get stars if you buy stuff and all of that, you know, on the ship, or and if you use the credit card like to pay bills, but then you know, I don't know about you, $33,000 every 2 years broke down to $750 a month. That's a bill.
Yeah.
That's any way you look at it. That's an extra bill. That's a car note. That's a house note.
Yeah.
Food on your table for your family.
Oh man. Don't tell about food.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be able to cruise because I would be constantly paying bills.
Mm-hmm.
So the credit card bill, I would have to pay that. So, and then I would have to go back down to a red level.
Which sucks.
And I don't like that.
Right.
Yeah. Especially when you work hard, get the gold and platinum, and then you got to be spending that kind of money in 2 years, and it goes back to red. Oh. Right. I think there's a lot of people are very, very disappointed at Carnival. That's why you guys, if you don't want to deal with that, go to my brain. I got brain for it. What's cruise going on now in November?
MSC.
Yes, MSC. Now MSC is cheaper than Carnival.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that.
We've been telling, and you status match before you go and book your MSC cruise. You status match so you can get up in your level. But get this, we found out when we watched Island Time, Derek, that 80 days at sea gives you a diamond on Royal Caribbean. I didn't know that.
What?
80 days at sea equals diamond on Royal Caribbean.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
You get there a lot faster.
Derek from Island Time said that on his show.
And then it's another 80 to get to Diamond Plus. So it's 160. So even to get to Diamond Plus on Royal, you spend less days than you would to get to Diamond on Carnival prior to this change.
But
because it was 200 days, not 160.
But they have better rewards on Royal.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they're loyalty rewards. They're based off of how many days you have sailed with them, and your status sticks.
They're not going to demote you.
Right. So I think Carnival has. I don't know why. Did they explain why they're doing it, or they just?
They said they had too many diamonds and platinums. So
they have too many loyal people.
Why wouldn't you keep your loyal people? Because see, let me tell you, I'm gonna say what I've said on my channel. The people that go on Carnival that are red and gold and fight, they don't care about their status.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care. All they want to do is go on there, get drunk, and have a fight.
Yeah.
Guess what? On Sunrise, I don't know when what cruise this was, but this had to be a recent one to be on TikTok. They were flipping. This just happened. Flipping, dancing. What is it called?
Doing backflips. They were standing around a group of youngsters. Was standing around a group of people in the elevator lobby. Okay, it wasn't like they were out on the Lido deck or anything, but they were in the elevator lobby, blocking all entrances and exits by standing there, holding up phones and recording this junk. Okay, they were just doing backflips in the elevator lobby. While this seemed like harmless fun, what I saw people was people who couldn't make it through or get on the elevator because the kids in the area, and they were kids, older kids, but it was a whole bunch of them, so much so that the people couldn't get through.
And see, that's what I'm saying.
It was terrible.
Those type of people, my people, don't care about the status that they have on Carnival. They don't care. They don't care about the $500 that they're going to be asked to pay because they can't be made to pay if they don't have it.
Right.
And then, it's like you're going to penalize me and bring these type of ruffians on your ship and get rid of the people who really care about being on the ship. I don't understand.
Well, my definition of them are knuckleheads.
And you've always said that, Z. You've always called them knuckleheads. Always.
That has been the same the whole time.
He hasn't. Yeah. He hasn't changed.
The Sunshine used to be the Triumph, right?
Yes.
Okay, used to be. I don't think he did before. I was on the Triumph before the shutdown. And
yeah.
It's just those kind of people. You are correct. Some people that go on the 3 days or 4 day cruise and they're first timers and they don't know how to act when you're drinking and they're on the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like drinking on shore. People don't understand that because the liquid mess up your mind, especially in the ocean. And you try to act like a fool. Well, you act like a fool, you'll get banned for life. But the people they don't care. Now, if it was for every cruise line in the world, that'd be a different story. Now they'll act up. Now, like you said, it's not fair for gold and diamond. They work so hard to get there. They're so proud of themselves to work to get to the gold and diamond and platinum. You are punishing them,
right,
for letting people act like fools. And you're not putting it that way. You're gonna put it. You're gonna. It doesn't make any sense. Especially we had to go through the shutdown and the rebuild and all that stuff, and that people act like fools. It's the summertime now. Now they got more fools because, and I blame the parents. You know me. I think that's why these kids act like. You know these kids act like a fool on land, and you gonna blame them on sea?
Yep. Another thing too is after the 6-year period, well, 7 years now, but after the 6-year period, after that grace period for the diamonds has disappeared, and you see people with a diamond on a card on the ship after that, is going to label that person as a big spender and thus make them a target for thieves.
Oh yeah.
Hey, these people got $33,000 to spend per person. I might add, per person.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe you do have an extra $34,000 to burn. I don't know if too many people that do, but in the event that you're one of those people and Carnival gives you a diamond card, know that you're a target because you're a big spender and everybody knows it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if diamond is your highest status, then, you know, hey, it doesn't matter if you spent $33,000 or $1 million with the company. It's still going to make you a target. And the card is bright white. That's a diamond card. It's not like it got diamonds in it.
Hey, bud.
Hey, bud.
Butterflies in the house. Hey, bro. Hey, people. Yes, look at me. I
He back.
Yeah, Z made it back.
I'm very hanging on. So this summer, it's going to be very interesting. We got a couple more new ships coming out. I think the Stars and Seas are coming out, and this will be at the States in August. My question is to you: do you think the Stars and the Seas should have won the games?
No. It's going to go to one of those Florida places.
It is. It's probably going to Miami, and Icon may be moving to Port Canaveral. I see that happening.
So all the money could be spent on that new cruise terminal, and the city government is spending on the money. I just don't get it. You had the world's biggest cruise ship going to the biggest populous state in America.
Right.
And you only have one, and then you're gonna have another one, and then we had to wait for the next one.
Yeah.
It doesn't make no sense. It really doesn't. I mean,
They did it for Excel. They did it for Excel, but Excel is not Icon. Excel is not even as big as Oasis.
But
so I know we can get an Oasis class, but I don't know about an Icon class.
We're getting Margarita at Sea.
Yep.
We're getting a Margarita at Sea ship in Galveston.
Really?
Yeah, it's going to be
the end of next year.
November the 29th, it'll be here. They're already offering parking
coupons for it, but I haven't seen it in the booking engine just yet. So I'm not going to announce anything until
it's coming.
We see it.
They wouldn't do it if the parking garages wouldn't be offering a deal if it wasn't coming.
Right.
And then let me tell you something else that's coming. Disney is coming. They're going to port out of Galveston.
Yeah, I heard about Disney. I heard about Disney. And you know, I'm not a Disney kind of fan, but yeah, they need to put a Virgin ship there. Now there are rumors that Carnival's going to do an adults-only cruise sometime this year or next year. Is that true?
Wait, I didn't hear you, Z. He's
adults-only cruise for Carnival. I think it's going to be one cruise.
Oh yeah, they've announced that. They have announced that.
Which year is what he was asking?
Oh, which year?
I don't know. But yeah, they had a special casino thing for adults only.
But it was sold out. When we went on, it was sold out immediately.
Yep.
Oh, it's already sold out. Well, it's going to be on a smaller ship. I mean, they need to put adults only on the Jubilee. I'll be part on that one.
Yep.
The thing is, now a lot of people are saying, I don't know if we can get on a big ship. Now, you heard all this. The Carnival, after the two more exercise ships, they're building a big one that's like 8,000 people. I'm down with that. 8,000 people.
Mm.
You said, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
But I don't. Yeah, these are 8,000 people class. I don't think the terminal gravity can handle that class of ship. Because we all know, I know you, you know me. The cruise ships like the Jubilee had to back that thing up to get in there.
Sometimes they do, actually a lot of times they do because they just want to be able to take off, go forward. So they have to turn around over there by Royal Caribbean and back it up.
Like that thing up.
Yeah, that's how the Vista used to do it. And the Jubilee, I imagine, does it the same way.
I don't remember backing that thing up when I was on it. I was pretty out. Yes. So your last cruise was, we haven't talked in a while. What was your last cruise?
The Getaway.
Ooh, the Getaway. Last Norwegian Getaway out of New Orleans.
We really like NCL.
NCL is where it's at, Z. The food is 100 times better. The service is like quicker. Okay. You got your nice places, you got your not so nice places, but all of everything screams more elevated than Carnival. It's not a hopping party. Okay. It is not a hopping party. You actually get to sit down and rest your ears and rest your brain. Okay. You actually get to do that and relax on a cruise, poolside, mind you, poolside. And you could just hear nothing but quiet. Okay. At times. I'm not saying it's dead because they do have deck parties. They do have atrium parties. Now, what Norwegian does is they do a whole lot in the atrium. Not so much on the deck. They let you go on and relax at the pool. Now, they do have like the strongman competition or the T-shirt. The guys take the T-shirts off and show off their bodies. And then there's other events that go up on the Lido, not as much as Carnival. And they do have music available for that. Otherwise, it's just like the little Caribbean island drums, the steel drum and, just light and airy music, if you will. And it's just so pleasant. I love it. It's like next level cruising for us because we've had the party in our face. We've had so much drinks offered to us that it's not even funny, but we're not about that. It's not. I know it's not my type of vibe. I don't want somebody in my face all the time talking about let's do this, let's do that. I want to ease into the next thing that we're doing. And Norwegian allows us to do that. I believe they're a mix between Royal Caribbean and Carnival.
So the next question I have for you, did you do your dance?
The dance? I've been doing some dancing. And
I'm talking about taking your shirt off and everything.
Oh no, not I. No, sir. I got snow white skin. I can't do that. No.
Put it out there. Just say, hey, if you're going to do that,
I can't do that. My feet got burned in Curacao by not wearing and it was crazy.
How did you get your feet burned? You didn't put no suntan?
I didn't cover my feet in sunscreen like I should have, and my feet.
And he did bring some.
Burnt. My feet got burnt, man. I was wearing those Birkenstock style sandals, so I had 2 stripes on the top of my feet for months. I'm serious, for months following that trip. That was terrible. The ABC cruise that we went on the Celebration last time we were there, that's when it happened. But still, Curacao is my second favorite port. I love it. I love it. I love it. They got 5 different style of bridges that you can look at from one point of view.
Really?
Yeah. 5 different styles of bridges from one point where I was standing. And that was amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like NCL, huh?
We love NCL.
We love NCL.
We do. Especially O'Sheehan's. You ready for this? Unlimited 24-hour a day free food. Okay, you got burgers, you got wings, you got nachos, you got chili, you got
Everything you want.
I mean, you got a Cobb salad. You can order a sandwich. You know, all free 24 hours a day. The food does not stop, and there's a bar there too.
Let me tell you something. We went to that O'Shea's.
Mm-hmm.
And the kids, he had us trailing behind him, going to this place.
Chicken wings.
I actually thought that my cabin was this restaurant.
O'Shea's. Yeah, we stayed there.
We went all the time.
We did. O'Shea's has spoiled me.
I got
really
so tired
has.
of going to that place. See, I was foolish.
Uh-huh.
The question is, did you pass out eating food?
Yeah, a few times. Now we go take naps as part of our cruise cadence.
Yeah, you know that you say, I'm tired. I thought I'm working. I think I'm on vacation. Why am I so tired?
I was in the kitchen cooking.
Huh?
Yeah, it was good, man. And even on 4.0, we're going on Norwegian again next year for the booze cruise. And they got what's called the local. The only difference between Oceans and the local is that the local has more desserts.
That's it.
They got the same stuff on the menu, but they added another dessert item.
All three.
Yeah, and it's all included in your cruise fare. I love it.
Ooh.
I love Norwegian.
24/7.
Yep.
24. See, yeah, that'd be. The question is, did they have 24-hour food?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they had 24-hour food.
Yep.
I mean, food.
Booze.
I mean, drink.
The bars, I don't know if bars close. You know, I'm not a drinker, Z, so I don't know.
I know, yeah, but the 24-hour.
They may
Cheryl,
close it after a certain point in the night, but I don't know about the casino bar. The casino bar might be the only one that could be open. I don't know.
yeah,
You don't gamble either, so I really don't
you're
know.
not yeah, that's right. You're not a gambler. Needless to say, so I know you had some fun activities during Juneteenth. I bet you the traffic was insane.
Yep.
Juneteenth weekend, it was because he had the VP there and they had all the folks.
Former President Biden was here.
Yeah, I saw.
And it was a big traffic mess. We didn't even go into it. That was our 4th year YouTube anniversary. Was Juneteenth, Z.
Oh wow! Wow! Happy anniversary!
Yeah, man.
Happy anniversary! It was crazy. So so everybody wants to know. Oh wow! I want to know. I've been watching the hurricanes out in the Pacific. Now those people that use Princess and Royal Caribbean, they have some interesting weather, especially in Mexico. The one hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
To Mexico, and then it just turned left and went to San Antonio. And San Antonio got wow.
But we got this Invest 91.
Yeah, we got a tropical storm coming our way now.
Oh boy, are you getting nervous? That's the question.
Well, they say tropical storm, and this is what they said about Beryl. And Beryl took us soul.
It did.
And this tropical storm that's coming, it might turn into something and it might not.
There's 2 of them, Barry and Flossie.
Yeah.
Barry and Flossie. They flossing their way up here, and we got to go.
Y'all get that nervous twitch when you hear it in this tropical storm. You get I know Cheryl does. Get that itch you hear tropical storm. Oh, let's go.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do it this time because we cannot stay around.
No,
like we did last year when they said Beryl was gonna be a tropical storm, and it came out to be something different.
Yep.
And we had no electricity, and come up there to Dallas.
I know Mike is messing with me. Look at what he said. VentureCast has made it in. He says watching and grilling some ribs. Hey Z.
Oh,
hey man, that's not right.
I know.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
See, that's all I'm saying, Mike. That's not good.
Why you need to come up here and explain yourself? I need to look at you some ribs.
I know, right?
Oh
I
man.
mean, come on.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, so the thing is the weather. So yes, that's
Get
guys.
We had spaghetti.
We had spaghetti.
And he's grilling.
He's grilling ribs.
Oh my
Oh, you grilling ribs, and you want to force me to pick some hamburger about this thing. I would do Uber Eats, so I don't get paid for Tuesday. Well, I get hamburger. They clean. I didn't do down there. The thing is with cruising. The question is, do you think the cruising industry would recover after the shutdown? Do you think they're back to normal? I know there are no good deals going on as Carnival's not doing the good deals anymore.
They have recouped. Carnival just put out this thing about their second quarter earnings.
Yeah, they had a record second quarter.
Yeah.
Or they had a record quarter earnings. They don't care.
They don't care.
COVID was 5 years ago, Z. 5 years. They have recovered for sure.
Yeah.
They were out of business for 9 months.
Well, I think it was a little bit.
It's a
About
little
a
bit.
year. Yeah, a little bit more than that. About a year and
They were
slowly.
A year and
because when
6
they
months.
when
A
they
year
came
and a half.
back, no, it was longer than that because when they came back, they didn't come back 100% capacity.
Oh my! Come on now.
Yeah. Yep. When's your next cruise?
Probably sometime next year. Because by the way, guess whose birthday is coming up?
Yours in July. Yours in July. I haven't forgotten, Z.
That's right.
But the thing is, I gotta tell you, Jeremy, you're gonna laugh your head up. You're gonna laugh up. I had a last cleaning lady came by, and I had my bottle of Fireball there. I took out my nap. It is gone.
That's right. Good for her.
Good for her. And
Good
guess
for
what?
her.
We just packed up the one that we had for you. We packed it up and it's packed up.
It's in a box somewhere.
It's no more for you.
Nope.
Sorry, Z.
But I have a cleaning lady, and I told her, hey, you know what? Tuesday I gotta pay some bills, and I think we need to do a little shopping. Actually, you know what? I might do straight off. I won't do fire off.
Birthday live stream.
Right.
Yeah, the birthday live stream. It's gonna be crazy. The birthday weekend.
Are you going to do it from the exercise bike?
Yeah, right. I had not got on that thing. I'm afraid to get on that thing.
Yeah.
Because if I get on that thing, I don't know how I can get off the thing. I told her that.
The drill sergeant will get you on and off.
Yeah.
Yes.
And hopefully I won't fall and all that. The thing is, it's very great. Still have to get back in shape. It's birthday weekend, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there will be. Try to, and I told Jeremy and Charlie, it's very hard to get back to the swing of things after you've been gone for a long time. Yeah, and I'm not as passionate like I used to be. It's a problem. Especially my watch hours. I've been watching that. I don't have no watch hours. It just dropped. It dropped to 300.
Yeah.
That's it.
You got to keep producing in order to keep people watching.
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh.
So it's issued. The National Weather Service has issued something. Hold on.
They didn't talk this.
A rip current statement.
Boy, I was about to.
I was going to say, you got category 1. You didn't know.
No, they alert us to weather. We have to stay alerted over here because we got to deal with hurricanes, and if we got to jump and run, that's what we got to do.
You already packed for that?
Yeah, we got jump bags.
We got jump bags already.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and check. I go to the oh, South Texas. Y'all get some storms. Let me see.
Need no storms.
No, we don't need storms.
No.
Storms are not a good thing.
Well, it's coming for the Gulf.
We
Oh,
don't need no storms.
it's not as bad as it was, but yeah, I look at all that moisture. Yeah, and you get it humid. Yeah, it's getting hot over here. Next
Yep.
week it's gonna be the upper 90s,
Yeah, man.
100, upper 90s, and yeah, that's a. And, I had to turn on my AC yesterday.
That's
So
what's up.
it's set. It's set at 78. Uh, Last night I said, okay, this is not working.
Right.
Decided to set it back to 75, and then today I just turned it off for today. I use it for the night because I know my bill's gonna be sky high anyways. Anyways, let's talk about the cruising situation. Um, for people that don't know what, especially during the summer, during the hurricane seasons, what insurance do you recommend for people? Can you explain what they do when a tropical wave, tropical storm, or hurricane comes and you miss a port?
Well, you know,
Insurance doesn't do anything for you missing a port. A cruise line will. Cruise lines will give you back your port taxes and fees, plus maybe offer you a little something in compromise. Like, they might give you a coupon to the spa, or they might incentivize you somehow. But cruise travel insurance is not for missed ports. If you miss the cruise completely for a good enough reason, they will reimburse you your money. If you run into any cost that you incur along your travels, like for a torn up bag or anything like that, a travel insurance company will generally reimburse you after you have spent, and can prove that you spent that money before, during, or after your journey. So, but you're gonna have to wait on it, number one, and number two, it has to be a legitimate reason why something happened, and it has to be able to be proven. So, keep all of your receipts when traveling. That way, in the event that you have to do an insurance claim, you can, and document everything. If you have a snafu, but a misport, no, that's what you signed the cruise contract for. Sometimes they may have to miss a port or all of the ports all together and just have a cruise to nowhere. The cruise line's promise is that you're going to go on that cruise for that amount of days. Now, whatever offer and compromise they're willing to do for missing ports, that's on them.
Right. Yeah.
Insurance does not kick in on that.
Yeah, and it depends what kind of cruise company you use. You just gotta keep it. That's why everybody says, "Hey, when's the last time you go to a cruise? Or who you call?" You know what? I call my friends and buddies that went on a cruise. I would not call Carnival, because if you want to call a Carnival, you're gonna be there on that hold forever. This is the busiest time of the year. It's gonna be busy.
Yes.
So I always say, hey, you know what? I got friends. You want them to know? You let me know. I can give it a YouTube channel or a Facebook channel. And like that. Since you are now classified as travel agent, how's that going? How do you feel like you're doing? I think it's like 6 months.
Shoot. I've been a travel agent for a couple of years now.
And now I'm a travel agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how does it feel to be a travel agent as a couple?
It feels great.
Yeah. I'm like the person that drums up the business and he books the cruise. But we get the same perks like on NCL. NCL gives you the perks that you get for being a travel agent. You get the
Yep.
free chocolate, covered whatevers, and then you get the 6-pack of water.
Mm-hmm. But since we're both a travel agent, they gave us a 12-pack of water.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was 12 waters just sitting there waiting on us because we're travel agents. And I don't know if you know this or not, but Go Live Together is now sitting at 533 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah. 533. It's been a while. It's been a long time, man. But
it's been since we first started, yeah.
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 It's been a long time, but hey, what we're gonna do for the thousandth episode though is put together like a little greatest hits collection.
Oh man.
So yeah, be expecting to see yourself.
Oh, that will be crazy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's so.
Ooh, that's what I'd like to see. That's it right there. That's
He's
water.
drank a lot of water.
It's gonna make me pee too.
Yes.
What?
I mean, come on. I take those pills. What is that? This one right here.
Furosemide.
He drinks them too.
2 times. They're 100 megahertz piece.
Ooh.
And that thing, it feels like I'm filling up the Gulf of America.
Yeah, that's a lot of urination right there.
I mean, I just got.
That's not good.
Well, I cut it out because I usually take it at 5 so I can sleep. Because if I take it before I go to sleep, well, we got somebody knocking on the door. Who is that?
Oh, it's Mike.
Hey,
What's going on, everybody?
I'm gonna tag myself out.
Big Mike. What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's going on in Thailand, Taiwan, the Philippines? I heard you were the man.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm back in Houston right now, but I should be going back. Should be going back to Thailand within another month or so, maybe August. I've been back for about a month.
All right, the question of the year, the question of the decade. Have you found a young lady?
Well, I mean, I do have a girlfriend.
What?
She's still over there. I'm trying to get her visa to come over here,
Uh-oh.
but that's not an easy process that
Yeah.
I'm running into. But I've got a lawyer that's working on it. I've paid the money. I've submitted all my documents. She's got to still do hers, but that's the plan, is for her to come over in October and stay for like 3 months.
Wow, you know what you gotta do when she come over there? You gotta put her on a cruise.
Well, yeah. That's the ultimate plan. I mean, I'm trying to,
Welcome
one
to
step at a
America.
time, but I'm trying to work that in, because
Right.
that would be the best of all worlds if I could get her over here and then incorporate the cruising.
Uh-huh. And there you go.
I'd have it all at that
You
point.
got the travel agent right there. There you go.
Welcome to America. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've told her I've showed her all my videos and stuff,
Right.
and I've showed her about the casino offers, and she can't really wrap her mind around. She's like, "Oh, you can go for free," and I'm like, "Well, yeah. If you're here, you can go with me." So.
Right.
Well, yeah. Well, speaking of Taiwan, there's a lot of people that work on cruises from Taiwan. So hey, you know what? You need to check and see if somebody in your family has been on a cruise ship.
Yeah. Last time when I was on Utopia, I was walking around wearing my Thailand hat, and there was a bunch of crew members that stopped me and like, "Oh, Thailand, where did you go?" and blah blah blah. And so it was a good way to strike up a conversation, and of course, they would all like want to hang out, and you asked me about what I was doing over there and where I'd been and where they were from, and so pretty interesting.
The mic. See, you know what? His birthday weekend. We gotta get back on now. The question is, have you guys? Have you been on a cruise? Last time we talked, I know you've been doing the Taiwan thing. Trying to find you a special lady. Did you hear the wonderful adventure I had this year? Have you
Well,
followed?
I've been following it hit and miss, seeing that you were in the hospital, and then I've been trying to like catch up and see like, oh, when's the next time you're going live and all that. I missed the last live, but I've been trying to stay up to date on it.
Yeah, it was just a rise and say, man, you know what? I haven't done it in a long time. I'm trying to get back to. It's difficult to get back to doing live stuff. I know how you feel, especially when you haven't done a expos uh, podcast, right? Your favorite baseball team, Astros.
Oh, Astros.
Yeah, usually you
Well,
start doing that, and
no, I haven't really done anything with involving them. I mean, I've been trying to keep up with them. It was kind of hard when I was over in Thailand to get the game. Well, I eventually did find an app that I could watch it on over there. So, but they started out bad, but
mhm.
I guess they're back in first place again. So they're up like 6 games on the Mariners. So I
Yeah,
think I don't
I
know.
feel.
They got a lot of injuries. A lot of injuries. They got rid of a lot of players. Free agency.
Yeah, I think the last time we had a talk, I gave up. I gave up of all Dallas sports. I gave them up because the Stars they choked. The Dallas made that dumb, dumb trade. Still can't figure out why they traded Luca. And they got somebody that's worse than Luca, and he's hurt for the next part of the season. How the season the one we traded for Luca is he won't be playing to the second half of the season. So, well, we got a new trade. We got a number one pick. Everybody's a little bit excited about that. Now, we got to talk about when's the next time you're going on a cruise, Big Mike?
Well, currently I am still booked on the MSC. What is that? Seascape that's going to be in Galveston, November 9th.
Oh, so you going with Jeremy?
Yeah, I am booked on it. I am booked on it. The only problem is, am I going to be able to stay on it? Because if she comes over here in October,
See,
if she comes in October, I don't know. See, because when I booked it for myself,
Right.
this was
well,
way back before I even met her.
mhm.
And so the question is, will I be able to add her? And at what cost is that going to, is it going to be too much to be
Right.
feasible? You know,
Well, you got a travel agent right there. You answer that question. Uh, just,
well, like I said, I guess I've been focusing on just on her visa situation, trying to get that done, but
uh-huh.
yeah, technically I am booked on, but then I've got a ton of Royal Casino offers, and it's like every week they keep upping it,
Yeah.
and like this week they sent me one that's like, hey, you can have 2 cabins,
Oh,
so
hello. We can. Yeah. Uh, I'm not doing anything.
so it's like I'm seeing all these good offers come my way, and it's like, man, I
Yeah,
want to
you
jump on
did.
some of those.
Yeah, you didn't keep on the two cabins. It won't take you that long to get down there to Galveston. I will find a way. If I had to break, if I had to go on the Amtrak train to get down there, I will, and borrow some money from my financial advisor. Or you can do it as a birthday present. I'm thinking. I'm thinking.
Hey, let me go check on my ribs real fast. I need to I think rotate them a little bit. I'll be right back.
All right. As we were saying, yes, don't you guys know he's one of those YouTubers. I call him Passport Bros. You heard that channel, right, Jeremy?
Mm-mm.
You never heard of Passport Bros? Oh, that's mostly single guys go to the Philippines to find a cellmate.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. Okay.
It's a pretty interesting format. I like that. But I've been doing that. Oh, Jimmy, what do you think about TikTok, man?
I love TikTok. I'm finding that a lot of people who are not here on YouTube, they're going to be right there on TikTok, especially cruisers. Like there's a whole group over there who are not YouTubers. And I find that it's easier to connect with them um, than to connect with somebody on YouTube,
Right.
especially if you're in somebody else's live. Like you have the ability to hit someone's page and follow them from a live chat. You don't even
Yeah.
have to leave the live show in order to follow somebody. I like that setup better than YouTube. I really do. I've been over there on TikTok and not over here on YouTube as much as a consumer of content, because the YouTube, audience is there, but there's a broader audience on TikTok, I believe. And you're going to have more people come in, instead of creators, you're going to have more people in your live stream versus creators like you do over here on YouTube. So it's a different audience.
Yeah.
You can actually talk to people on a personal level instead of just talking to creators all the time.
Yeah. You know me. I like to get into the other talk about TikTok. You know me.
Yeah.
What my views are is that my doctor warned me. He said, "What are you doing? Why do you have high blood pressure?" Oh, I've been on TikTok. So, sit down, get off of TikTok. You're gonna drive me insane, and those people will drive me insane, and that's why I knew there were a couple people that could on TikTok, but other than so, Mike, so let's talk about some interesting things that happened to you when you were in Taiwan. You gotta help out
Thailand. That's Thailand.
Thailand. I mean, you've been finding some interesting nightlife.
There
Night,
is, I mean, there is interesting nightlife in Thailand, different parts depending on where you're at. But I stay down in Pattaya, and Pattaya Beach nightlife is kind of famous. But you kind of have to sort through all that. Uh,
mm-hmm.
it's I guess if you're a single guy and you that it's kind of tailored for that. But
Well,
I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube, so I'll be careful what I say.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm. uh, we have talked to Mike. What do you think about TikTok?
What do I think about TikTok? Well, honestly, I haven't really done much with TikTok. I'm not, to me, I'm happy with like YouTube and the usual
Mm-hmm.
stuff, Instagram. But I know, like my girlfriend, she is, they are obsessed with TikTok over there. And so,
Mm-hmm.
like when we're just kind of hanging out and stuff in the evenings, like she'll be on her phone just checking videos, and
Mm-hmm.
they're into that. Me personally, I never got into it, so I do have an account on there, but I haven't really done much with it.
I have, and you know me, Mike. The thing with TikTok, it's for my. It's one of the things you say, "My Lord, why am I doing that to myself?" Because it just makes me angry because I deal with. There are some that talk about cruising, and oh, speaking of cruising, Big Mike, what do you think about after the two XL class to be built at Carnival, the next class of Carnival should be? I know you heard about that.
Yeah,
Eight thousand, eight
the
thousand.
yeah, those bigger ones. Well, I mean, it's keeping up with the Joneses. I mean, Royal Caribbean, they're not stopping, and they went right past the Oasis, and now they're in the Icon class, and so they're going to keep turning those out. So if you're Carnival and you're going to stay competitive, you're going to have to you're going to have to up your game too, and especially now because they said to hell with they said to
Oh,
heck
go ahead,
with
do what you gotta do, man. I don't care.
they said to heck with the loyalty. Oh, you've been cruising for 2, 3
Years.
decades and you're diamond. Oh, we don't need you.
Mhm.
So now that they want to draw in all these big spenders, well, if you're going to draw in the big spenders, well, then you got to have big spender cruise
Oh,
ships. You know what I mean? So you got to have. So that's the interesting thing because I look at Carnival and as somebody that has, I mean, I've been on what 9 Carnival cruises since the restart,
Mhm.
and I've been on a variety of ships. I've been on the small ones. I was on the Ecstasy. I've been on the Miracle. I've been on the Dream.
mhm.
And so I look at some of those older ones, and they're not putting a lot of money into keeping those up. And
Yeah.
so the big spenders, they want nice stuff. And so are they gonna up their ante?
Right.
And are the cruise fares going to go up? Because if you're bringing in all these big spenders
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're spending all this money, how much longer are you going to keep those cruise fares? Because the history with Carnival, just like all the cruises, it's not just Carnival, it's
Mhm.
all the cruise lines. They just keep raising prices on everything.
Well,
So it's a
MSC.
curious thing. I'm interested to see what happens with all this. I mean, the real question is: are the Carnival loyalists? Are they going to start canceling all their bookings?
They probably will.
And is it going to hurt? Because the only way this is going to change, the only way Carnival is going to change any of this, is if it affects their bottom line. And as long as they
Yep.
keep making that money in,
Mhm.
I don't see them changing it. Why would they?
Yeah. The thing is with that, especially with Carnival, they thought they were the cheapest one, and then MSC comes out and say, "Hey, we got cheaper prices." And, so those royalty people are going to say, "Hey, Carnival's doing this, and they raise the price. We're going to go to MSC to find out." And Jeremy said it correctly. They are at the MSC with the food, the quality, the service, and everything. So they're trying to show up and say, "Hey, Carnival, you're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna be more popular. We're gonna have more guests. And you go ahead and do what you gotta do." But MSC is gonna say, "Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta," because they're new to the market. They're new to the American market, like I always say.
But one thing though, we status matched already into MSC. Because I'm gold, they slid me into gold. Baby's platinum, so they slid her into gold also. Okay. But one thing that they do is that they not only give you loyalty points for cruising, for each day you cruise, you still amass loyalty points, but they also do the rewards program too. The more money you spend, the more points you get. They do both. And Carnival could easily keep everything exactly the same that they have it now, just add the rewards, add things. Don't take something away to give us nothing. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they took away everything that mattered. The pins. The pins. You know that the pins meant something. It held down your card from blowing away in the wind from time to time. I mean, that to me meant something. And I was amassing pins and collecting gold cards and just like everybody else. I had reached gold
Yeah.
already and I was proud of it. But they could keep everything the same way. Get rid of blue. Blue is the first day. Why even bring on blue? Get rid of
Right.
blue. I agree with that. But don't demote your most loyal customers. Loyalty means nothing. And it became a good rewards program. And I do believe that the more you spend, you should be rewarded for that.
Yeah.
Add back in the loyalty program, and you still got me as a customer. Otherwise, yes, I have canceled all but one of our Carnival cruises.
Wow.
All but one. And that's the Carnival Celebration, only because of who we're sailing with.
Wow.
Well, it's just like that video I did because my thing was what I noticed, like the cards, the different color cards. I mean that was like it was like a club, it was like a family thing, it was a conversation starter because people would look around and if you had that blue card, everybody knew, oh, he's a new cruiser. And then if it was me and I came up to the bar, well, people would start up with, oh, I see you got a blue. Oh, this is your first cruise. How da 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 da. you know, and even the crew members, the cruise directors. I mean, they hyped that up. They played into it, and I've had people leave comments on the videos I've been doing, and it's not good. You know, I've had at least five people that are diamond cruisers that have been sailing with Carnival for like 4 decades, and they've all said the same thing, like, well, I'm gonna finish out what I got. Well, some of them, actually, I did have one to say I've got 10 cruises booked and I'm canceling them all.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
but all of them are like, yeah, I've got one this year, I've got one next year, and then after that, that's a wrap. Or I'm going to start looking at these other cruise lines. I did have one lady. She was in her 80s, and
Mhm.
she said, well, I don't like it, but I mean, I'm 80 something years old, and so I know they're giving us 6 years. So I guess for me, I'm just going to ride it out, because by the time I get to that 6 year or 8 year point, I'm going to be in my 90s, so I probably won't be able to cruise anyway.
Right.
But yeah, overwhelmingly, all the comments on the stuff I've been putting out is like, yeah, this is it for me. I'm tired of it. I'm done.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
It, it,
Seems like
it,
they could have found it. Seems like they could have found a way to do something for those folks. I don't know what the answer is, but I think they should have made the spending program part of it be separate.
yeah, they should have put it in like phase one or phase two, give them more time. But no, they just did it. Hey, this is what we're doing now, and if you guys don't like it, that's tough. That's what
Yeah.
it seems like to me. And it just
And I went on John Heald's Facebook page and I asked a question, and I because there's a video that Jay the Ship Life put out last week, and some lady that I guess is on TikTok or something, she was on a Carnival cruise, and so now they've got these folks that are dedicated to answering these questions about the loyalty program, right?
Mhm.
And so she went up to one of them, and she secretly like recorded the conversation, and she asked about like, hey, if I'm diamond, so let's say I'm diamond and I've got that 2 year earning period, right? So I've got to rack up my 100,000 stars to maintain diamond. Well, what happens if I get to 90,000 and that's it? Do I go to red or do I go to platinum? Now, I would think that you would go to platinum, but
yeah,
he said red. He
what?
said red.
Red.
Now, I don't know if he misspoke, or and then so I went on John Heald's Facebook page, left a question, and I asked that same question, and he didn't have an answer. He said, well, I don't have an answer, I'll have to get back to you. And I haven't heard from him. So
Wow.
that's bad.
Yeah,
If you rack up 90,000 stars and you're
mhm.
diamond and they kick you all the way to red,
Oh man,
that's a problem for me.
You're getting kicked. Yep.
I would be pissed, especially when you don't know and you go back on the next cruise. You thought you're on diamond, and they put you all the way down to red. Oh,
It's,
hell
it's,
no.
yeah, man. It's not
Ouch.
good. It's not good. That's why I like MSC. They do both. If you spend a lot in the jewelry store, they're going to give you extra points. If you got their credit card, they're going to give you extra points. If you're a solo cruiser who wants to cruise solo or that pays double, they're going to give you double points, just like everybody else. But it's just like they need to add that part back in. That will make everybody shut up. Like they would
Yeah.
shut everybody up with that. Give us our loyalty back, and we'll be loyal.
Right.
Pay our loyalty, and we're going to talk smack for weeks.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, absolutely. Speaking of solo cruising on the MSC, Jeremy, did they still, what's the deal with MSC? Did they still charge you double for that, or is it, for a solo cruiser?
Yeah, you still have to pay double occupancy, but some ships may have solo cabins where you don't have to. I know Norwegian does. I know that for a fact. We cruised with a solo cruiser, and he got into a solo cabin. That's where you don't have to pay double occupancy. But from my understanding, yes, on MSC you still have to pay double.
They're double, so yeah.
But then you would get double points.
You get double points, but so basically it's like, I think it's still like under. Is it still under 1,500 if I want to go on a cruise now?
Yeah, it's still cheap. I'm telling you, I priced it just the other day for another cruiser, and it was still under 15. Still the same 198 deposit. It's still the same price.
Yeah. But the thing is, if I do that, that's the motivation to get back in shape because I'm like, let's just say I'm like 150 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
Got on the scale, and I got on the scale. Got on the scale and said, "What?" I'm looking at it. Wait a minute, that can't. It said 375, and I got back on. 375. I said, but basically, most of that thing is retaining water and retaining fluids. But and I was excited to go on the cruise. I had the money, and all of a sudden I had that episode, and I said, "What in the world?" I called Jerry and said, "Man, I can't do it because I had an episode." I was in the hospital. How many times? I think I was in the hospital 5 times this year. 5 times. 3 different hospitals.
Man.
And to this day, they still don't know. They said it's like when your heart muscle on the right is not doing like it should, especially when you're sleeping. As I sleep, I I'm sleeping better now, but they don't know what the cause of the water retention. They won't give it. They said, well, we can do an MRI, echocardiogram, and find out that, and then the next step would be like, it's called the cardiac MRI. Have you heard of that, Jeremy?
I've heard of an MRI, and I've heard of a cardiothoracic procedure. I'm not sure if they can just do an MRI on your heart. I'm guessing that they can. I don't know.
Yeah, they actually can. But the one I have in my little town in Texas, it's not big enough.
Yeah.
They call me fat. That's basically what it is. Anyways, gotta get off that. So, Mike, so the question is, do we see Down Under Now coming up?
See what?
What
was that?
Do I see Down Under Now?
Oh well, we're a long ways from that. I mean, I mean, we've been dating for close to a year now. So, but like I said, it's a good thing about what I've been learning anyway. I'm by no means a Thailand expert at all, but what I've been learning about the Thai culture and Thai women, and I mean, there's no pressure. There's no pressure to like get married. It's not like it's a little bit different than here. Not that they don't care about getting married or anything like that, but it's not like their mindset is a little bit different. They kind of live for today. You know what I mean? They're not looking in the future so much. Not saying it won't ever happen, but I mean, right now we're just enjoying each other's company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And living life, enjoying each other's company, taking it as it comes.
You probably get married on a cruise. You never know. Yeah.
I don't know.
I
think if it does happen, it'd probably be like we'll go to her village, her hometown, and have her family involved, and I'll probably do it that way if it comes to that.
Just let us know because that'd be an incredible bachelor party. We just got to find a place to do it. Probably Vegas or Windstar Casino.
Windstar. I haven't been to Windstar in a minute.
I haven't been there. I've never been. I always go to the one. I used to go to the one in Louisiana, Freeport, Boulder City.
I used to go to to me, Lake Charles was always my spot, because it's so close, and they got the what was it, LaBerge, the Golden Nugget, and now the Horseshoe is really nice. It used to be the Isle of Capri,
Oh yeah.
but now I guess after whatever that hurricane was, kind of wreaked havoc, and
Mhm.
so
Katrina.
Caesars bought it out and they turned it into a Horseshoe, and it's really nice. They redid the whole thing, the hotel, the casino,
Yeah.
put in a
Yeah.
bunch of eating places. It's really nice.
Yeah. So my question is to you guys, since you're talking about casinos. So those casinos, aka boats, they're on a river, and so why cannot cruise ships, when you get more, you can use that casino? I just don't get that.
What do you mean? What, I didn't understand
Uh,
that.
I think what he means is you can do riverboat gambling, but why can't you gamble on a cruise ship while you're still in port or leaving?
Oh,
Why
okay.
do you have to wait to get to international waters?
Yeah, I just don't get that because the ones in Shreveport, Motor City, are considered as those casinos on the water.
Well, there are also vessels that are owned by the state as well. So
Uh-huh.
it's like, well, they're owned by that company, which are paying taxes in that state, right? But these other ships are registered to foreign countries.
That's what
They
you
can
mean.
operate legally in the states or even within the confines of the international waters. Like it has to be like 3 miles offshore or something like that. I'm not sure what the distance is, but
Right.
you have to wait to get to international waters so you don't pay duty on everything. We know
Uh,
this much. But the river boats, on the other hand, are licensed probably here in the States. They're not
yeah,
registered.
not about that. Yeah, that's they
Well,
licensed in Louisiana.
when
And
I was on the Jubilee, we were in port in Roatan, and they had the
yes,
casino open. The casino was open while we
yeah, it
were
was open.
pierside at Roatan. So that I
Yeah.
was surprised by that, because I left the ship that morning to go on an excursion, came back, and it was right around lunchtime, and I walked by and there was people in there gambling. I was like, whoa. So I went in, and so I don't know, maybe they have some sort of special agreement with
Yeah.
Roatan.
Mm. Yeah, because I was on the greatest cruise of all time before you. So yeah, I should have told you that. When I went there, it's the same day. The hotel was open. I went by there and I said, "Cuba gambling." I said, "Wait a minute, we're at dock. We're at the port, and the casino's open." So that's what I
Yeah.
got. She said, "Yeah, it's open." I said, "Good game."
Right.
Okay, and a bunch of money, but yeah, there's one lady that I won 5 grand on slot machine. I said, "You."
Mm.
She was there for about 5 minutes. I've been there for about 20 minutes just chilling out. She goes to 5 minutes, does this, and hits it. I said, "You."
Yeah, I was watching that live stream that Coach Cruz did about a week ago. I forget what ship, what he was on, a Carnival ship out of New York, and he was doing a live stream from the casino, and he put like $100 in, and I think he ended up with like over 2,000
uh,
within less than like an hour. I mean, I forget how much. I think he was doing like $10 a spin on the Buffalo machine,
Buffalo.
and like it was funny, man, 'cause he got up and then he came all the way back down to like 30,
Oh my
and
God.
then boom, he went right back up to like 2,000 and something, and then finally he cashed it out, and I was like,
Well,
wow.
I'm getting ready to say, Coach Cruz, I like him, but sometimes, not in the vein. You know what?
But that's how you earn the points. Is you got to let it ride, man.
But
he
the
he
thing is,
he went with it. He went with it, and I was
Yeah.
like watching along with it. And I was getting all anxious, like it was my money. I was like, man, don't do it. And then but then he got down to 30. I was like, oh man. And then
Uh,
next thing you know, he went right back up.
oof.
yeah,
Luckily he cashed out once he got over he got
Right.
over that 2,000. And I was like, man,
you better cut it out, son. I mean, especially what he did last year. I mean, and you can tell me, Jeremy, especially going overseas, going to Australia, You must make sure your passport is up to date. No Coach Cruz that he's a very good. His expired less than 6 months before it expired. So I don't know, he was not thinking, and basically he went to Australia, got there, they would not let him on a cruise. They told him you need to go get an emergency passport. He did that, came back, still not let him on the cruise. I just like, Coach, you know better. Yes, update your passport.
Know your passport expiration date. Because
Yes, know your passport.
Yeah.
Yes.
it takes months to process a passport. I know for us, even with expedited
Uh-huh.
in 2001 during COVID, it took me like 5 or 6 months to get my passport back.
Wow.
And I was paying expedited. I don't know how long it normally takes, but still 5 to 6 months was way too long.
That is
So-
that is
I
long.
Yeah.
I got very, very lucky before I went on the Jubilee because my expired. And I told Jerry, I'll go ahead and do it. So I did that at least 3 weeks before I go on the cruise, it comes in.
Ooh.
Oh, my Lord. Because I had I said, I was stressed out, man.
Yeah.
And yes, you get stressed out when it's getting close. You better get ready. Get ready.
My cruise
Yeah.
was September. I went in March, or no, April. April 12th, 2031 is when my passport expires. So I went the day before then in 2021 to get it done. And it was like, man, my cruise was in September. So you could see from April to September, it was like, it was really hairy. At the end of the summer, I got this nice little envelope, this nice little cardboard thing with my passport in it. I was like, man, this is cool. But yeah, it was my first time getting one. So I was a first timer. I think renewals might take a little less time. I'm not sure.
Renewals take a little bit of time because I think I did mine. I think it was August to July, or end of July during the celebration. But because I was ready for the Jubilee, I was so excited. I was way too excited. And I told Jeremy, I said, you know what? I started back when I put the cruise.
Yeah.
And yes, you can bring too much stuff on a cruise, guys. I'm talking about the man. You can bring too much stuff when you go on a cruise because by the time you get to the cruise ship, you don't wear half the stuff you have in there. You don't use your favorite sunglasses. You might get broke. I didn't bring those sunglasses. But, you know, I got my little tan on. If you saw the video, I got in the hot tub now. And this is the Jubilee. This is going to Galveston. It was freezing. It was crazy cold. And it's the last day that the man. I mean, anyway.
Jesus. Woo! That looked like that. It looked like that hooch right there, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
That reminds me of
Just killing off the last little bit of it.
Yeah. It reminds me of the 11 and a half hours of bliss.
We're packing, so like the whole bar is packed. It's in a box somewhere.
I saw that video that Z did where he was at which bar was that in Cozumel? Z.
That was.
You were doing all the shots and.
It wasn't till Tuesday. It was the other one on the other side. Jeremy.
Marty. No, it wasn't
Tuesdays or.
It was 2 Tuesdays.
Senior Frogs.
Cedar Frogs. It was Cedar Frogs or 2 Tuesdays.
No, that's on the right side. Fat Tuesday, and then the other one is called
Margaritaville.
No, that's on the Royal side.
It's the one you get off on the Cosmo Jubilee. It's on the right hand side when you get to the port.
Man.
I can't read. I think it's Senior Frogs. I'm not 100%.
It's not Senior Frogs.
I can see it. I can see. I'm picturing it because I've been there like millions of times, but I can't think of that.
Yes. I did that the shot with the lady.
Three Amigos. 3 a
No.
minute.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah, well, I remember. Yeah, she said, "You want a shot?" I said, "Okay, yeah, we'll get the shot." And I don't know. She put my head back up and poured it in. Oh my Lord! I
Prime time.
Wow.
said it was prime time. I didn't know.
Prime time. That took us back.
That was,
Yeah.
it was good.
We need some more prime time, Z. That's what I'm saying. We need more Z streams.
Well, yeah, my cleaning lady, my enforcer, my drill sergeant, because I told her about my YouTube expenses. She asked me Friday, said, "What are you going to do your YouTube?" I said, then I said, "Man, she is right. I need to get back in. I need to get back in the scene because I got to get away from TikTok. TikTok is like kryptonite to me. Oh my God. I've been on more TikTok. Yesterday, I was on TikTok for about 6 hours, just nonstop, just looking and arguing and yelling and screaming. And I said, "Man, it's not healthy." So yeah, I will get back on doing the 20 things, especially gotta do a little bit more prime time. Gotta get that back up. Got StreamYard. I hate StreamYard. I know it's good and free, but the price went up, man.
The price has doubled. It did. It
How
doubled.
much?
I'm still
It's like-
paying 45.
It's 45.
45 a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
It is. I'm learning OBS on the side. I really am.
I've tried to learn OBS a bunch, and it's people like there's so many YouTube videos that make it seem so easy, but when I do it, I just feel like so dumb.
Right.
I feel like I need to have a PhD in computer engineering or something to figure it out.
Yeah.
You
But
feel like you're a knucklehead when you're doing that stuff. That's, man,
StreamYard makes it really easy. I like the functionality of it. The only thing I don't like is the price.
the price.
I love how this functions, and believe me, if we had more free hours per month, I would probably dump the paid plan.
Mhm.
But no, as of right now, we got to hang on to it until I get this OBS thing figured out. And if I can invite guests on like this, then yeah, that would be good. But I may have to get with Kevin on that because I know he uses OBS.
Okay.
So yeah, I may just need some schooling on it. That's it. So far, I've got myself on the screen with no layout, no anything that makes anything look good. It's just me, and I'm like, no, this ain't gonna work right here. I need my bells and whistles. And
bells and whistles, yeah.
I need to be able to click on comments. That way they come up. I need to be able to do everything I do here. So yeah.
I don't know.
I would love to learn it. It is a little intimidating, but I have a feeling once I get used to it, then it'll flow naturally.
Right.
I've just been
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've just been focusing on doing my videos and putting out videos more consistently and
right.
paring them down and not trying to cut out all the fluff because I look at the analytics and I see, all right, well, these people are dropping off. You know what I mean? It's like they watch and it's like, so I need to get like to the point, make it entertaining and.
Hold on, guys. Go ahead, Jeremy and Mike. I'll be right back. I just got to put this.
Oh.
Go ahead. Talk to yourselves.
He's out. He's out.
Yes, sir. He's got to go potty.
But yeah, that's what I've been doing is just like, and then I was out of the loop, because of all this traveling and when I'm over there, I mean, I could do things when I'm there, but the problem is that I've discovered, like when I put anything other than cruising out, nobody watches it. It doesn't. Right. It goes nowhere because I've done Thailand videos and I get like 30 views, 100 views, maybe, and so it's got to be cruise stuff. I guess I could create another channel just for Thailand stuff, and maybe I will because there is a lot of interest in that.
Mhm.
Uh, and I might do that. Maybe this next trip I'll think about it, but yeah, that's what I've been trying to do is just focus on the video side of it. Maybe I'll get back to doing live streams at some point.
That's good. Also, just know that on the other platforms is a whole different audience other than your YouTube followers. Because, like,
True.
one thing I noticed about about our community, okay,
Right.
number one, I have not reached the end of it. So I'm not going to go nowhere on YouTube, but I'm also pulling back from YouTube in order to make my presence known on TikTok. Now,
Right.
that gives me is these cruise tubers who are putting out 1 minute short videos, a whole vlog in 1 minute. Okay.
Right.
They don't YouTube, they don't go anywhere else except for TikTok. So I'm trying to home in on the TikTok audience while still
Yeah.
maintaining the live stuff that we do over here on YouTube. I'm not going to have a cruise vlog series until December. And then I'm going
Right.
to have 2 to do in a row because we got Princess coming right after MSC. So I got to
Right.
I got 3 weeks later, I got to repack, I got to redo everything and go back out on another one. But as far as YouTube is concerned, it's going to be the live streams, pretty much the lives. And if we got anything going on in Galveston, I know we're going up to DFW pretty soon. So I know that content strategy is going to have to change to a more not on the beach type of vibe from the channel. So
Right.
while we're reimagining all of that, DFW is probably going to be the main thing. It's probably going to get the same amount of traction that Galveston does. I feel that
Right.
if you can drive around town, you might get 30 views, you might get 60, but it still draws attention. But these short videos are really intriguing because all it takes is you put the camera up, run it for a minute, and post it. It's just a straight upload. It doesn't take next level editing to successfully do a TikTok account. It doesn't take much it doesn't take as much effort, I believe, as far as the lives are concerned. Because if you follow somebody live, it tells them immediately. If you follow one of their viewers, it tells them immediately. And everybody can keep up with who is doing what, and who is what, when, where, how, and why. So I like the structure on YouTube on TikTok a whole lot better because it's shorter videos. You can get monetized faster. You can do everything you want to do and make your whole point in a minute or less.
Yeah.
And I went live on TikTok the other day. So it has the same functionality. I can use my phone. I don't have to use StreamYard. I have a Mac, which means that I cannot use it. But if you have a Windows PC, you can download an app or a program called TikTok Studio or TikTok Studio, and it's set up just like StreamYard is, but it goes out to TikTok. So I'm limited once again by technology, and because I have a Mac, I can't do it. But it's just as easy as pulling out the phone and hitting the go live button, and then you have an instant following because you end up on everybody's account as a live show that's going on right now, and people can join in your live. So I'm kind of digging that side of it now. The YouTube part is mainly for, the morning show and the vlogs that we're going to do. But on TikTok is a completely different audience. I love it. I really do. Because they have people that go on TikTok that don't have a YouTube channel. Cruise tubers all over the place, hundreds of them. And I'm discovering that. But the only thing that's messed up about that is because I'm in with my Hats on a Mission channel, right? But it's inundated with cruise stuff because I don't log out to log back in Jeremy and Cheryl. So that's where I flaw at that. Having multiple channels is not a nightmare, but it's just a little challenging because you got to make sure you're logged in to whatever it is you want to log into first. Sometimes I'll come in as Jeremy, on people's live streams. Like that's because I was simply listening to my music, but I also subscribe to the cruise channels as well. So it's like my algorithm is messed up both on TikTok and on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been tempted to like start a new channel just for Thailand stuff
Mm-hmm,
because I've been watching. There's some guys over there that are killing it,
mm-hmm.
and they're doing just like minimal stuff. I mean, it's like, oh, today I'm in Pattaya Beach, and I'm here's this hotel, and they go in and just do like a room review, and they're getting like just a ton of views,
Yes.
and I'm seeing that, and it's like, man, I could, because when I go, I'm there for like a month, two. This last trip I was there 2 months,
Post
so
some
I
shit.
could just,
There's
I
a
could,
there's a content strategy for shorts that will draw a different audience to your long form. And you
right,
can do some shorts, but also start it over on the TikTok side too, like Mike's Adventures in Thailand or something like that. And
Yeah.
then do a test run to see if you get more traction with the TikTok account than you do by posting shorts. And do both. Like
Mhm.
have 1 minute vertical videos and boom, boom, post both, see which has the most traction. And that's
right.
that's what will be able to drive you to the next level.
Mhm.
Because I do believe
Might be
that
something to look at.
is way more intriguing, to me, a simple American who can only dream to get over there.
Right, right,
Like that's on a lot of people's bucket list. Over
right.
here, we got the states, we got cruise ships to take off from the states, and stuff like that. But anything foreign is going to get a lot of traction on it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
because
absolutely.
I got my 5 year destination Thailand visa approved, and I did a whole video on, put it on YouTube, but I put it on this channel,
Right,
and I got what 300 views,
right.
which
Mhm.
I know if I had like a dedicated like Thailand channel, it probably would have went,
Yeah.
because people are interested in that. They're all like, oh, well, how do you get that 5 year visa? Da 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 da.
Uh-huh.
So I might have to look at that. I might have to totally revamp the whole YouTube
Mhm.
strategy.
Well, run over to the other apps. You got Instagrammers who are not on YouTube. You got Twitter
True.
followers who are not on YouTube. You got a whole audience out there that we haven't even met yet because we're stuck
True.
on YouTube.
Yeah, I guess I'm partial. I guess I always think YouTube because because I like YouTube, and I
Mhm,
spent like when I'm off to myself,
mhm.
I'm just all day on YouTube checking out different videos and this, that, and the other different channels. Plus, of course, I've got my own channel, and I like it. It's familiar, and but yeah, you're right. You're right. There are other apps. There's other platforms, and I guess I should quit fighting it
Yeah.
and just go at it.
And then you put your YouTube link on your TikTok account. That'll drive people to your YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Right.
absolutely. I did a couple of lives, and yes, it is true. If you get a good conversation going about cruising or whatever, you get some people. I had some people. I did a TikTok live, me cooking, just cooking food. So I was cooking the filet of lentils, and
Yeah.
I got that. I had 9 people in the squares watching me cook and watching me cook that or cook cheeseburgers. And I got a lot of views on that. How are you cooking it? What are you using greens? So blah blah blah. I said no, I'm just cook.
And Z, what's getting a lot of traction right now is this Carnival Rewards thing. We have received the most views on our opinion of the Carnival Rewards in a long time. The most amount of views on a long form video, I think, ever.
Yeah.
So it's like we got over 1 point something K views on that video. We just did it last Sunday, Monday, something like that. It's
Yeah.
amazing how many people are watching this stuff right now.
Oh
So
yeah,
more traction on your channel, now would be the time to reappear.
I
Well,
need to get a.
that revived my channel because
It did.
I'd been away for a while, wasn't doing nothing. I dropped like the 2 or 3 of these reward programs videos, and like,
Boom.
and I mean, I gained like 30 subscribers just in a week. You
Yeah.
know,
I might have to do that. How I feel about that?
Going up.
Should you keep it on or should you go to MSC? all day.
And also MSC, the MSC is really coming up. Now they're coming to Galveston. I know that everybody's going to be watching. I'm probably going to need to get the internet package or something like that because everybody's going to be there. It's a big media event. It's like this sailing on November 9th is going to draw a lot of attention because it's the first time in Galveston. So that's really why we booked the thing, is so that we could do the channel some justice.
And now you got the Margaritaville at Sea coming.
That's right.
That's another one.
Another one. Yep. I want to go on that ship because they're competitively priced with MSC on the 3 and 4 day sailings. Now, you can come to Western Caribbean and try to charge us carnival prices just for going to Cozumel and Progreso. From Florida. So I already know what they're going to try to do to us because sometimes Texas just costs more. I don't know why we have to pay more than Florida for a comparison.
They have supply demand. So they have probably a ship going out every day out of Miami.
I mean, Galveston's getting big. We're getting Disney full time. Princess is leaving. We're getting Disney full time. We're going to have 2 from Carnival, if not 3. We got, Margaritaville at Sea coming. We got Royal Caribbean. I don't understand why they don't bring celebrity here.
So that may happen. That might happen. I
Celebrity could use that terminal while Royal Caribbean is not, because they're owned by the same corporation.
Well, maybe that's something they're looking at. That might be on the like maybe they're stuck on the Oasis thing right now.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, they if they own it, they can bring in celebrity and
they can bring in the Icon class ships. They should have done that. I'm just saying.
I think they will. I think they're going to do an Icon at some point.
Maybe if it'll fit. If it'll fit here. Oasis class is big.
Yeah.
Oasis is big, but Icon is huge. It's a big difference.
Well, because the CEO, he hinted at bringing. He didn't say it outright. He didn't say it like, "Oh, we're going to do it." But he did somebody asked him that question.
Yeah.
And he kind of like, he didn't say no. He didn't like, "Oh yeah, we're doing it." But he kind of like hinted at, well, that's something that might be in the works.
Cool.
And they could, they could back that thing up. I could do the Jubilee.
And then the Jubilee, yeah. But I don't know if they could make that turnaround, though. That's all I'm saying. It's long enough for
I think they had to go further out and just come in just for a couple of hours. Just back that thing.
That spin around, I don't know where else they could do the spin around that other than
unless they do like tugboats straight out or tugboats back in. I don't know.
Back it out. I don't know.
They should have the Icon class for the biggest cruise ship in the world to the biggest populated state in America. I would do an Icon.
I'm watching my ribs out. That's why I keep looking out there. I'm watching the smoke and
he just like to smell it.
Well, I bought those a long time ago, and they've been sitting in my freezer. And then today rolled around, I was like, man, I need to eat these things, man.
I thought you probably do it on the 4th. The 4th of July.
Yeah.
True, I could have done that. But I don't know. I started thinking about it. I was like, man, ribs would be really good today.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I might do it on July, especially.
And then I was talking to my girlfriend, and because me and her, like, because they're big on like the video calls. They don't just do like the
right.
And she was going to buy some stuff, and they got all the good grilled meats out there, the street vendors, She's always making me jealous, and because for there, like when they're there, I mean, it's like so cheap and readily available. And so I saw that, I was like, man, I'm gonna get my ribs. To hell with this.
Because they probably have all kinds of food. Gotta have my fast food. So speaking of fast food, I remember, Jeremy, you had While your fast food burnt down, did they rebuild it?
The Denny's is going to be rebuilt into another Denny's in the same spot. Yep.
Wow.
I heard they put a pizza place at one of the Jack in the Boxes over there in Galveston. Somebody put a Facebook post on it. The pizza looked really good, you know.
The old Jack in the Box at, I think it was 17th Street.
Oh,
For a long time on the seawall.
Yeah.
It might be that one, or maybe, it's got to be that one because the other two Jack in the Boxes are open.
Right.
We got
yeah.
two that are open, one up on Broadway and up on 61st Street, but the one on Seawall has been closed for a minute.
Oh, they did close it.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Yep.
what I had in my dinner after you dropped me off. I said, the Greyhound from hell.
That Greyhound, yeah, man, that was a bad ride for you.
That was a bad ride.
Z looked, he got his butt whipped coming off of that bus. I'm like, come on, man, pick yourself up, let's go.
I know that too. It just
man.
irritated the fire out of me, and I was so. My bag was up because I was not feeling it and everything, and then I had to go. I can't get to the hotel, and the fellas on the second floor.
Yeah.
So I had I think the hotel people, they put my luggage up there. I just had to walk very slowly on that one. I let me just get to bed. I ordered me some food. And I was supposed to meet everybody didn't get a chance to. But yeah, it was a good hotel room, and then get on the greatest cruise of all time. Jerry, you have not been on the Jubilee. What's the deal?
I'm getting back on the celebration, and so far that is the last carnival that we're doing, man. We got to branch out and do other things. We have had 8 or 9 carnival cruise vlog series. I think that's enough for the channel for now.
Right.
Now what we got to do is I got one in November for MSC.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to Princess for the first time in December. That cruise was so cheap, Mike. I swung for a reserve collection mini suite.
Wow.
Yeah, that cruise is so cheap. Oh my God, I couldn't pass it up. First time on Princess, you can say what you want to about Princess, but it was cheap. Okay, it's December 8th, leaving this year, and then next year we're going on another MSC out to an overnight in Ocean Cay from Miami, 4-day cruise.
Wow.
Then and then we got Booze Cruise 4.0 taking off from Galveston on the Viva. So I'm back on NCL. I love NCL, over Carnival. The food is 100 times better. The service is 10 times quicker. The room service is cheaper. The silverware is at the table waiting on you. You don't have to leave your food around strangers anymore to go get your silverware because you forgot it.
Right.
They don't serve. They don't have these little baby toddler cups that you have to go get 4 or 5 of.
Yeah, the Carnival
glasses. They got glass glasses on Norwegian. I'm serious. It's the little things, guys.
Smaller than this.
Yes, smaller than that. Little bitty toddler cups on Carnival. I can't. And then in the closets they have where if you walk past it at night, the closet light lights up just to illuminate your path to the bathroom. That's
right.
Little bitty things that make a big world of difference. Because we had an interior cabin on the Getaway, and it was awfully dark in there. But whenever you walk past the closets, you got these little strip lights down on the carpet. They light up as you pass them. Proximity in the closets.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to get that cruise itch again.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I've been having it. It's been a long time. December 1st was a long time ago. And now I got to wait another 130 something days. It'll be here soon. It'll be here soon. We've been counting down. Matter of fact, at 7:00 every day, my bot wakes us up and it says November 9th is 130 something days away. And
my God.
And then it plays the wobble every day. That's what I wake up to.
Every day.
Yeah, my last cruise was in last September on Utopia. And then before that, I went in April on the Miracle for that Alaska, that 14-day Alaska cruise.
Oh
And
my God.
but yeah, I haven't cruised at all. I'm in strange territory. I feel weird, but at the same time, I'm like constantly
Yeah.
flying back and forth from Thailand. So
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
it's a different world.
Different world, and you gotta do different kinds of things. You just gotta be careful with that. Oh, so guys, I got a couple questions here, and I hate to say this, but I got a couple questions regarding Southwest Airlines.
Woo!
Uh-oh.
Yep. I
Hey,
knew this.
I'm gonna go take up my ribs. I'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, Danny? Danny's in the chat.
Hey, what's up, Danny?
Yep. Thunder up.
Southwest Airlines.
Southwest Airlines, the free bags went away. It really did. The free bags are gone. So now you got to pay for bags.
I can pay the value of it.
Yep.
I'd rather ride Amtrak.
Amtrak.
I did it before from Fort Worth to Newark, New Jersey.
Nice.
About almost like 6-7 years ago. Went to go see my aunt up there. I enjoyed it, but I was basically a little bit sick at the same time, so I didn't actually. When you go to Western Virginia, it's wow, mountains. You just see mountains. You see these little towns. You would say, "Wow,
Yeah.
this is what it used to look like back in the day."
Yeah, man.
So the thing is, when you get to DC, they changed the engine. Instead of using diesel, they use electric. For DC to New York, we're going at least 100 to 120 miles an hour on those trains. And I said, man. Anyway, we're talking about Southwest Airlines, Mike.
All the baggage fees and
Well, yeah, the baggage
that's
fees.
like the main thing that they had going. I mean, there's so many people because I looked at that too, man. I was looking at the comments, and there was so many people that was like, man, that was all I was hanging on for was the baggage fees and well, I'll tell you what, with the flights that the airline companies that fly here in America, I mean, the difference that I've noticed when I fly overseas, and because I fly like, well, I go EVA Airlines. They're based out of Taiwan. The experience that you get, the level of customer service that you get, I mean, it blows away these companies that are based in America. I mean, it's crazy, and they give you the bag that like they give you two check-in bags free, one carry-on free.
Nice.
And when I see like some of these American companies, like, man, what are y'all doing? It's y'all, and I don't understand that. I don't understand. I mean, I understand like, okay, after like post 9/11, I understand you had to do some things. You had to, there was, and I'm not complaining about that, but it just seems like that's a crutch that the U.S. based airlines fall back on.
Right.
When they do things and they screw things up, it's, oh well, we're doing it for security, and it's like, man, it's a whole other world, man. When I fly on EVA, they treat me like a human being.
Right.
You know what I mean? and it's like it's just crazy. And the level of service you get, everything's included. It's just wild, But yeah, I won't fly right off the bat. When I search flights here in the United States, right off the bat, I will not fly Frontier. I will not fly Spirit.
Nope.
Now I wouldn't fly Southwest, but it didn't have anything to do with baggage. It's just that I like to select my seat.
Yeah,
I'm the type of guy. I gotta have the window because I gotta know it before I get on the flight because they're already reduced the amount of leg room. So a
Mhm.
guy like me, I got long legs.
uh-huh.
At least if I have the window, I can lean on that window. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what
Yeah.
they're thinking, but
Me,
apparently
I need
they've looked at some kind of analytics.
I need an aisle seat because you know how tall I am. I
Uh,
I, I stretch my right leg out into the aisle
yeah.
Right,
whenever the beverage cart ain't coming because my knees get locked up. And
Uh-huh.
right.
I'm only
Yeah.
taking 4-hour flights. I can't imagine what it would be like going overseas. I don't.
Yeah.
I just can't
Yeah.
wrap my head around an international flight like
16 well, when I go to Thailand, it's two flights.
that.
The
Mhm.
first one's 16 hours, the second one is 4 hours.
Wow.
So,
Okay. Yeah.
what I do, because their pricing is pretty good. I mean, so I do premium economy most of the time. So that's like one step up from economy.
Right.
And it's not really that much more than economy. And for that, I get more leg room, and it's like a 2-3-2 configuration.
Okay.
So and you get like a big armrest in between. So like it's enough room for like me and the other person to
Mm-hmm.
put their arm,
Right.
and it works out pretty well because I'm like you. I gotta stretch my legs out
Oh
because
yeah.
I got bad knees, I got a bad
Mhm.
back,
And they
and
told me
Yeah.
if
and
I
they
have to
told
sit
me I
all
had to put my
cramped,
backpack.
it's
They told me I had to put my backpack in front of me so my feet can't go there. So I'm like, well, whatever. I'm going to stretch it out into the aisle here. That's
Well,
my right leg is good, but the left one be locked up by the time I get off the flight.
uh,
you
I see Danny has a question, I guess,
Uh,
for me.
yes.
It says, Mike, do you have a girlfriend in Thailand? And yes, I do. We've been together almost a year now, getting close. It'll be a year in August. So I
he
saw that
has a
question. I thought I'd
girlfriend.
answer that for him.
So the definition of brain damage, yes, he has it.
And he said Frontier and Legion are good for landing, you if you travel with a minor, they always seat us together. We
Oh,
had that similar going to Tampa, but it was three of us. It was Cheryl, Hannah, and I. They sat
Mm.
Cheryl and Hannah, or they sat me and Hannah together, but they sat Cheryl somewhere else. We had to pay to get her beside us. We had to
Ah,
pay extra for her to be beside us. But we do United and Delta a lot. We don't too much do Southwest. We will, but that was because of the bags. But we really like United. It sits right in between the two.
right,
Delta, if we're going on a long trip like New York City, we'll go Delta. If we're in
right.
Florida, then I would say United or Southwest because of the thickness, the pad thickness on the seats.
Yeah.
well, yeah,
Delta's got those big butt, nice, good cushy.
yeah.
You're gonna pay some Delta prices. You
Well,
know,
yeah,
And I got to do business class on EVA Airlines because
oh,
they price it, you know, I mean, yeah, it could be pricey, but compared when you compare their business class prices to the other airlines, it's like way cheaper. It's within reach, and so usually what I do is I look for the business class coming back to America, and
right.
usually you can get it in the 2000 range,
Mhm.
which is
well,
not ridiculous if you go on and price it with the other airlines. And
yeah.
so I got a chance to do their business class, and man, that's
Uh,
that's like not even flying because you get like, and I'm about 6'1",
Mhm.
and there's room. There's like when I lay all the way out, there's room in there,
oh man, oh,
so it's a whole other world
yes,
for sure.
especially. Well, that's why Southwest. If I buy again, I'll use I always get the handicap thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Chair, and when you get a handicap, you're right in the front, and usually there's nobody sitting next to you, so you have that whole house to yourself.
Yep.
Good stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm so big and I'm not gonna help anybody if they have an emergency. They're gonna help. They need to help me out. But yeah, I'm deeply disappointed with the 2 bags. Now they gotta have a size feeding now. If I'm gonna pay for a handicap, I'll pay for a handicap. Size feeding. It just, that's why I wish for. I know back in the day they used to have the 747. Man, I miss them. But especially when you're in the 70s, you going back and forth from the States to Okinawa. Oh man! And you're a kid. You're
Yeah.
a kid. You fly on 747. You think that's like a hotel room, a hotel flight. You don't feel it. That's just me. But when you get older, you feel every little bit bump. Right, Jeremy? The little turbulence.
I'm beginning to feel things that I've never felt before, Z. I'm not quite to 50, but they say once you reach 50 that you feel a lot more.
Yes.
But I can't imagine that because like my knees are popping everywhere. Like I got popping knee syndrome or something, whatever it is. And then I got the swelling feet. After Boost 2.0 last year, my feet just swole and for no reason at all. And it's been that way ever since. And I'm doing the fluid pill thing now. So yeah, I'm definitely aging, but not feeling it just yet.
Well,
Now,
I'm 51, and
Yeah.
I can say that it's well, as soon as I hit 40, I started noticing a lot. But man,
my
at 51,
been hurting for like 5 years now. Like this,
yeah,
like right above the middle of the back where the shoulder blades meet almost.
Yep.
Okay. That's where it's right
Yep.
there. It won't stop. I get the
Yep.
twins to walk on my back and everything, pop me out, I can do whatever, but then I sit back down and it just
Right.
starts easing up on me real slow, right? And then I'll lean back and I can get some pops doing this, but I don't know. It's just
Oh
weird.
yeah,
It locks up on you.
I hear you on that.
Carrying extra weight too, so
Oh yeah, I'll be carrying all kinds of weight.
yeah.
Yeah.
So my back is hurting, but I can deal with it as long as I got the twins around to walk on me. I think I'll be okay. I've never been to a chiropractor. I may need an alignment. I don't.
I've been doing the chiropractor thing, and they have a thing that's called the sound wave.
Yeah.
And they put it on your back, and it's kind of like a
massage.
Like pregnant women do the ultrasound.
Yes.
So they'll put that gel on there.
Oh yeah.
They'll take that wand, and I can always tell, like when he hits that spot, it's like a damn lightning bolt, man. It's like a sledgehammer.
Wow.
And it hurts. It hurts bad. But after it's over with, and I'm leaving the place, it feels so much better.
Wow.
You get so much more range of motion. I mean, you got to go through the pain. The pain sucks because it hurts. But when it's over, you feel a lot better. It's expensive though.
You got a good insurance, and they'll take care of that, right?
No, I pay cash. Well, I've been trying to find a place in Thailand that does it because over there it's like way cheaper. That's the next thing I've been trying to find. Like dentist stuff over there is way cheaper. You can do the cleanings. They do the cleanings and the whitening for like, $150 versus over here where it's like 300, 400, 500.
Nice.
I try to get my contacts over there, but that didn't work out. They didn't have, like, I guess my eyes were too big. So they I'm not saying that to be
right.
But I went in and the lady, I showed her my prescription and she's like, "Oh yeah, you can't. We don't have them that big." So I'm like, "All right."
Close your eyes. Big old bug eyes.
Man.
But everything else is like ridiculously cheap over there. Like I had a 1 bedroom condo on the beach for like
Oh
less
man,
than $300 a month, like right on the beach for about 230 for a 1 bedroom condo
for a month.
per month. And it's like I come out to I walk out of the condo and it's like maybe about a 5 minute walk from my condo to like on the beach.
Nice.
oh man. See,
And they'll bring like your beers to you. They'll bring like a bucket of ice. They'll give you a menu like, oh, I want grilled shrimp. They'll bring the shrimp to you.
bring you a woman.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna
I
Right.
want that.
I don't want to address that,
Watching
but
Z.
I'm sure it's
Watching
available.
Z.
It's fine. It's
I don't know if
fine.
it's prime time, but you know.
Yep. Hello. How are you? If you're watching.
Yeah, you can. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. The stuff you'll be in a restaurant just sitting down eating, and a dude will come in and he'll be like selling you fake Rolexes. The next guy will come in, he'll be selling you like Viagra, Cialis, or whatever. Another
Nice.
person will come in, they'll be trying to sell you like cartons of cigarettes,
Mhm.
artwork. I mean,
Crazy, huh?
it's pretty wild.
Sounds like Progresso. It sounds like Progresso.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
It's how it. Okay. We'll go ahead and get ready to get out of here. Good. I know this.
Yeah, it's 2 hours.
It's
4 o'clock.
it's
Oh,
4 o'clock.
for the guy earlier that was saying that the Cubs put a whooping on the Astros, just know that we won today 2-0, so we won the series 2 games out of 3. So DB22, have a good evening.
Yes. I think
It's like,
Mike and Rand are coming on next. I think they just started.
Okay.
No, it's 4. Yeah, I think that's
yeah. Carnival Kuzak is on now.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna. All right, guys. Hey, I want to thank everybody for coming in. I want to thank my special guests, Jeremy and Mike. Guys, don't forget, check out East Shadow. Check out Cruises Run Anytime, 8 a.m. Central Time, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Check them out. Mike, do you have a show coming up, or you just,
I put out videos usually Monday through Friday. I don't have a set time. It's just I get up in the morning, I look at the cruise news, and I put a video together and I get it out. So it's not a set time, but I try my best to get it before noon at least.
right? So my schedule is anytime. So, but basically, 4th of July will be on, and birthday weekend coming up. Stay tuned. If you like to donate, go to my coffee. Do all that stuff you got to do. And once again, I got to say thank you for Mike. He's been there throughout my birthday wishes, and I appreciate that, and I use that for my cruise on the Jubilee. It was well worth. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. Always, just remember, just to stay safe out there. Be careful. If you're traveling the 4th of July week, let's go with the 4th of July weekend. Have some patience. TSA. You can be some lines. You got to do with children. Pray some time. Pray your patience. Please. We don't want to see fights in the TSA line. Guys, don't forget to stay safe. Don't forget to make sure your passports are updated. Make sure all your insurance and all the IDs are updated for this summer season. Stay away from the hurricanes. And by the way, in the West Coast, they're going to be having a couple. Hey, guys, please pray for Jeremy and Cheryl. They don't get another tropical storm or hurricane in the Gulf of Mexico. That's going to be out there. All right, guys, don't forget. Always look. Man, I'm getting old. Getting old. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. All right, here we go. Guys, don't forget, do not drink and drive. Do not hang around with the people that do it. Always, 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 including Mike. Drink bro. Peace out. This is, and we out.
Bye, guys.
Hey, bro. I know
Hey,
you're still here. You ready to go. Man, I'm so mad at you because you're cooking ribs. You better check on your ribs, bro.
no, I already pulled them up. I already pulled them
Oh
up.
man, go ahead and have your ribs, and we need to get together sometime. I will try to get on pretty soon on a regular schedule. But it's been
Yeah,
hard to get back in shape. It's like working out. You got to force yourself to do it. Thank
yeah.
you, bro. I'm gonna get out of here. I
All
gotta
right,
take.
man.
I'll see you. I hope I don't see you when you get married.
Hey, when you going live again?
Um, I'm gonna try Monday. I'm gonna try tomorrow afternoon.
All right. Well,
Uh,
put the
tomorrow
thumbnail out.
2 o'clock Central.
Okay. Because I try to get up. I get up in the morning and I look at the cruise news and then I try to come up with something and I try to keep my videos like 10 minutes, less than
Yeah,
10 minutes, and I get them out.
yeah.
Um,
I know I got the drill sergeant coming Monday. She gonna force me to walk.
oh,
Damn it.
okay.
I
The drill sergeant.
call her drill sergeant. She just laughs. She's so sweet, but she can be
Oh, it's
drill.
a she. It's a she.
Yeah. She,
Oh no.
so I can't say nothing. Okay, you forced me. But hey, bro, take care. Don't
Yeah,
forget.
man.
Uh, I'll send you a link. I'll send you the link on Facebook when I go on.
Well, I'll look. Yeah, just make sure you put the thumbnail out in advance, and then that way,
Yeah,
it sends me the notification, and then I can look for it.
yeah. I'll send you to the screen grab to your Facebook and you know what I do it.
All
All
right,
right,
man.
all right. See you
Sounds
later.
good. All right, take it easy.
All right.